yourself if you want. So thank you all for being here to the 10 easy steps to success. All right. So this is going to answer a lot of questions for you, I think, and it may bring some other ones to the front of your mind. And you probably already have this email open, hopefully, with the attachment that gives you what we're going to be talking about today. And remember, you can just unmute yourself at any time. But we're going to go over these 10 steps to success as they should offer you some kind of guidance. So we're going to skip step 1 right off the bat because that's the interactive step. And some of you have already done this. So those of you who have don't have to stay on. So let's go right to step 2. So step 2 is productivity coaching. So how many of you have already scheduled your one-on-one with our productivity coach or are already in the productivity coaching program? Anybody? How come Julian's the only one that's not shy? Everybody's so shy today. What's up? Man, this is going to be an interactive.
Not me.
You
I
can
haven't
just
done
listen
it.
to my voice all day if you want. It's up to you.
I haven't done it yet, but it's scheduled.
Okay, that's fine.
She just emailed me like 5 minutes ago.
Okay. So here's what we'll do. I just want to show you the site. So those of you that do have an interest in joining coaching and learning everything you can learn about this industry and all the ins and outs and have somebody to bounce ideas off of and a GPS to your success, you would just click on this link on step 2. And this will take you right to her page where you can book a 30-minute one-on-one with Jen. So it's a rolling schedule. You'll see that there are different time slots offered on different days, but they're 30-minute sessions. You just click on the one you want, and then you give her your information, your name, your phone number, your email address. Are you in the Stanford office or the Westport office or the Ridgefield office? And then you confirm the booking, and then you just make sure that you're there for that conversation. She'll call you on the phone, explain the program to you, and then you can decide if you want to join or not. Any questions on this?
Nope.
Pretty straightforward. Moving right along, step number 3 is report factor for your in-office tech. So some of you are familiar with our Ridgefield office or our Stanford office or our Westport office, whatever it may be. All of our offices have areas where you can just come in and work. If you wanted to use one of the computers, they're first come, first serve, and you'll be able to log in with your credentials and be able to use the computer, print whatever you need to do. For those of you who are not planning on coming into the office regularly, this doesn't concern you yet necessarily. And those of you who are planning on coming into the office and using your personal laptop, you're going to want to make sure you pay attention to this. So we have our IT company that's virtual, and they're called Report Factor. So you would need to schedule an appointment with Report Factor, and I have their phone number right there for you at the top of step 3. So you would call them and you would schedule an appointment for them to take over your computer remotely. They'll install the drivers, and then they'll make sure you can print. So this is only going to come in handy if you want to print from your laptop, Sean. Then you want to bring that to the office and work on that regularly. Any questions so far?
Do we have to be at the office when they do that or no?
Yes, you have to be at the office when they do that because they want to send a test print job to make sure that you can print from the office. They want to have you go and look at the printer and make sure that your print job came out.
Okay, thank you.
So you could call them today, for instance, from home and say, hey, I'm free on Friday at 11 o'clock, and then just make sure you bring your laptop in that day.
Right.
All right.
Thank you.
There are no other questions on that. We're going to keep this train rolling, right? So step 4 is your MLS and your board. So everyone that has an active license with Keller Williams Prestige Properties, you're considered a full-time agent. And so you have to also join a board of realtors and the MLS. And I know we have different people in different situations on this phone, but any of you who have not joined a board and an MLS, let's have a conversation offline so I can talk to you about which boards we belong to So you can make the decision as to which one you want to belong to. You'll join a board, you'll join an MLS, you'll get access to the Supra eKey app so you can get into those blue lock boxes at properties, right? And then everyone is in good standing and in compliance. So definitely have a conversation with me offline if you have not already done this. But any questions about that? Oh, Jill McAndrews is live. Look at her. Hi, Jill.
Hi. So if I have a current MLS login and a Supra that's affiliated with a previous brokerage, do I just go in and update my profile?
You won't have that ability to update it on your end. So we'd have to
Okay.
actually send a form to the MLS on your behalf, letting them know that Jill is now with Keller Williams as opposed to where she used to be. So I
Okay.
definitely want to connect with you on that, Jill.
Okay, perfect.
Good question.
Thank you.
Step 5, here we are. Mandatory classes you will love. You like that title? Mandatory classes you will love. So there are all kind of opportunities for you to be the most successful realtor on the planet with all the skills and all the knowledge. So here are some of the classes that I really wanted to go over with you. So one thing that's really important is I want you all to join our Keller Williams Facebook group. So I have the link right here. It's the first link on step 5. So there's more than one Keller Williams Facebook group, but this is the one for our Stanford office. It's called Keller Williams Prestige Properties. It's a private group, 282 members currently. If you haven't received an email from Sam in our billing department to join this group, you can just click on the link and request to join, and then Sam will approve you. So it's important for you to join this group for multiple reasons. I mean, you can join the discussion and talk about anything that's pressing that you want our agents to know. But one of the best things you can do with this site is click on files on the right side. And once you click on files, you're going to see these videos that I want you to watch. Yes, you have homework. So you see these 7 onboarding videos. This is where our productivity coach was kind enough to make these for everybody, even those that are not in productivity coaching. So she talks about important things like, how does the MLS work? What about the lockboxes in Supra, the purchase agreement, the rental process, the transaction process? What do I do when I have a listing? So you're definitely going to want to watch these. They're only about 5 minutes a piece because they'll give you a greater understanding. And these 2 videos at the top, they're going to be helpful for you when you actually get a listing and want to have a sign installed at the property. We work with a company called Post and Panel 360. They're very easy to work with, and they even gave you 2 videos to show you how to order it through the mobile app if you were using Up Sign Down, the app, or if you wanted to use your computer. So you'll definitely want to watch these videos. Any questions on this? Okay. So please join the group sooner than later. The next thing I want to talk to you about is KW Command. I'm not sure if any of you have started using KW Command, but you're going to want to use it and use it every day for your business. And there's more than one way to learn about how to use KW Command. One is you could treat it like your cell phone. Who went to that class on how to use my Android or how to use my Apple, right? You just started playing with it and you were able to use it, right? That's one way you could figure it out on your own. Another thing you could definitely do is we have classes each week. Tuesdays at 11, usually at 11 and 1, but just be on the lookout of our calendars. Normally Joe McHugh from our Ridgefield office, he'll teach something command related at 11 or 2 on Tuesday. And then every Thursday at 11, we have a class called Command Users Group. And that's where Debbie Orr from our Ridgefield office, she'll bring something important to you that's command related. So I don't know if any of you have been to any of these classes, but they are really good. So I'd encourage you. Today is what, Wednesday? No, Tuesday. So on Thursday, check it out. And you know how to get to our classes, right? www.mykwzoomroom.com. That's how you get to the majority of our classes.
You say that again?
www.mykwzoomroom.com. zoomroom.com. That's one of the easiest ways to get into our classes because you just have to press the link. Okay. Any questions on any of these things so far? All right, we're gonna keep going then. Docusign. Docusign is also important for you to learn as well, because that's how you're gonna send digital documents to your clients, whether you represent a buyer, a seller, a landlord, or a tenant. DocuSign's easy to use. It's just one of those things where you're gonna wanna make sure you either watch one of our previous videos or schedule a one-on-one. So we have one-on-ones every week for people that are interested in learning how to use DocuSign or how to use Command. So normally you'll get the email from me in the morning that says Wednesday open for details. Click on that email and you'll see that there are areas to sign up for either a one-on-one with Joe McHugh to learn DocuSign or a one-on-one with me. I said that backwards. A one-on-one with me to learn DocuSign or a one-on-one with Joe to learn Command. You ever have like a tickle in your throat that just won't go away? I'm struggling. Let me have some of my magic water.
Signed documents.
Okay, so.
Tutorial.
And then of course there's orientation. I do orientation normally the first and third Thursday of the month. So some of you already went to orientation, which was a little different than this. I'm sure you agree. And there'll be one, yeah, next Thursday, I would say. So if you wanted to access our previously recorded classes, I have a link for you right here at the bottom of page 2. So I hope you'll all subscribe to KW Stanford and Ridgefield TV. We have 248 subscribers so far, and this is where you're going to find our most recent videos. So the homepage is just going to show you the most recent 5 videos, but I normally like to click on playlists. Once you click on playlists, look at all the different classes we have, the different styles of classes. We have 117 classes that are geared towards your business, 77 classes on Command, 153 Crush It calls, and so on and so forth. Which one of you have been on our Crush It calls so far? Anybody? All right, I definitely want to see that change because we normally have more than 100 people on our Crush It calls, and they're really enjoyable. You'll get a better sense of the organization you joined and how connected we are. So we normally started off with a funny video. I mean, if you get there before the class starts, somebody's normally playing some good music you can listen to. Take out your little Shazam device and figure out what's happening there. We do a mortgage minute. We'll get into our main topic. You can learn what's happening with compensation plans and just whatever the office has going on, the latest and greatest from us. And they're normally only like 15 to 20 minutes. So it's a great way to start your morning off, the Crush It calls. How do you get to that website? How do you get to that Zoom site? mykwzoomroom.com. You'll get right into the room.
Right.
And I can just feel the question on the top of your forehead. Like, what's going on over there?
What's that site again? KW Stanford and
Oh, to get to this is just.
oh, Ridgefield. Okay.
Yeah, if you go into YouTube and just type in KW Stanford and Ridgefield, you'll see it.
Got it. Thanks.
Then you can subscribe. Or if you're following along with the actual Word document I have opened here, I have the link for you. You can just click it and you'll get right to that site.
Oh, okay.
So that's it for the classes, right? And of course, we have a full training calendar that you can subscribe to, and you'll be able to see what's happening every day. You can plan your month out. So the June calendar should be coming out soon. All right. Step 6 is business cards. So you can order business cards from anywhere that you're comfortable ordering business cards from. My favorite place, though, is kwprinters.com. What I like about this site is that they let you customize it. You can customize the front, the back. You can make them glossy, non-glossy. You can get 1,000 cards for less than $75. Promo code Adonis saves you $10 on your order. And they don't even give me the $10. It's just a saving for you. So enjoy. But anyway, this is the site. Look at how easy they make it. They already have the KW logos and the words. You just pick the style you like. You want the red one? We got that. You want a red and black one? Cool. One with a dart on it for some reason? We got that as well. Green ones, there's so many choices, right? You pick the card you want. Then you can pick the back that you're interested in. You can let someone know that the highest compliment you can receive is a referral of their friends and family. So very easy to work with. And of course, this is not the only card site in the game. Scott Leroy's company, they use a company called Brandco. There's Vistaprint. There's so many places you can get business cards from. Our productivity coach, Jen Henry, she uses moo.com, like a cow. But this is my favorite. I feel like they give you the best value. So that's my 2 cents on business cards. Sign writers. So once you get your first listing with Keller Williams, you're going to want to reach out to Skylar at the front desk. I know a lot of you have met Skylar already. Skylar, he's going to be able to order you sign writers. So you'd have that post that goes in the ground. You have the panel that says Keller Williams, and below that is the sign writer that would say Julian Wild and your phone number so people can call you directly. All you have to do is reach out to Skylar and let him know that you have your first listing. Any questions on sign writers? All right. So then my whole thought is make money and then reinvest in your business. So you sell a house, you make thousands of dollars. Instead of using all this money on whatever you want, why not use some of it to invest in your business? So now instead of having a sign writer, why not have the whole sign panel that says Sean Ferraro with your picture so people can call you directly? So we use a company in Stanford called JP Graphics. They're super easy to work with. And they're the ones that will be super easy to work with. They'll send your signs directly to the office. They won't charge you any shipping. So they're awesome. So if there are no more questions on that, we'll move on to credit report setup, right? So if you're going to represent a tenant, then you want to make sure that you get all set up with the credit report company we use. We use a company called Apply Connect. They're easy to work with. You're just going to want to make sure that you follow these 10 steps we have outlined for you. But it works like a credit company would. All you do is you set up your account, then you'll get a link that you can send to your clients, and then they can pull their own credit report, $28.50 per person. And then of course, you just want to make sure after you pull a report, just download it, right? Because I don't know how long they stay on the website, so you should download it as a PDF just so you have it. But it's in compliance and everyone works that way. Step 9. Step 9 is for desk or cubicle space in the office. So if you're interested in having your own little slice of KW heaven, you're going to want to make sure you reach out to Sam in our billing department, and Sam can walk you around and show you what spaces are available and what spaces are not. But in all of our offices, we already have free spaces for you to work. And those of you who want to work from home, of course, that's fine as well. And yes, with Apply Connect that I was just mentioning about, that's for rentals specifically. You're only going to want to use that if you're representing a tenant in a transaction. All right, any questions on anything I've said so far? It's okay if you do.
So as agents, we have access to the client's report, the credit report.
Yes.
Okay, all right. That's good to know. And we can
A lot of
download
times the
that.
landlord's gonna want to know what their credit is like. That's probably one of
Right.
the most important factors for them. So yeah, you as the fiduciary for the tenant, yes, you'll be able to have access to a credit report.
Oh, so it's only for rentals. It's just
Yeah,
for
you're not
rentals.
gonna worry about this for anything other than a rental. Usually
Got
you're
it.
only gonna worry about this when you represent the renter, not
All
the.
right. Okay. That's a lot better. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. So now we're going to get into the interactive step. And this is for all of those who haven't done it already. We're going to do the Scott Leroy Marketing Questionnaire. This is going to be helpful for you because you're going to be able to pick your KW email address and your website and a bunch of other things. So whether you're admin focused or whether you're agent focused, everyone should do this part right now. Everyone except for Julian. Julian, I know you did yours already because
I did it. Yeah. I'm still waiting on them.
Yeah, you'll probably get yours today. So you don't need to stay on for this. It's up to you if you want to. But for those that haven't done it, we're going to keep it.
It's cool.
So if you're all looking at step 1 with me, there's a website for you to go to. It's www.reagentsetup.com. So when you click on that, you'll be able to go to the website to do this. Natasha, you have your hand up. We have to unmute you. You got to unmute yourself so I can hear your question.
Where's the other page? Oh, there it is. There it is.
Are you able to unmute yourself, Natasha? It doesn't allow me to unmute you, unfortunately. And if you can't unmute yourself, you can enter the chat box. You can just chat and I'll see what the message is. So if everyone can just go to this website, reagentsetup.com, it'll ask you for your password. And then the password is 612, and then we can press the login button. But if anyone's lost, let me know. I want us to be on the same page, at least getting into this. Sean, are you in?
Yeah, I have a question. It says agent or admin. Do we put
You
agent?
should do
for
agent.
that?
Yeah,
Okay.
unless you're an admin, you should do agent for sure.
Okay.
I'm in.
You're in? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to answer all these questions as they make sense to you right now. Unless someone has invited you to be a part of their team, you are not on a team, whether you're in productivity coaching or not. That's not what they mean by a team. So most of you will say, on my own. That's the option you'll be clicking. All right, Natasha, you're unmuted. What was your question?
Oh, okay, so I'm sorry. I got the email this morning for my email to set up my email, but the temporary password, when I put it in, it's telling me that it's not correct. I tried several times. It just wouldn't work for me.
And that password was case sensitive and everything, right?
Yes, yep. So,
All right.
and
Well,
I tried to send an email to have it reset. It's for some reason, it just wasn't working.
yeah, I can reach out to Sam in our billing department to have you reset. But for
Okay.
now, you can still fill out this questionnaire.
Okay, so where do I go again, Scott?
You're going to go to reagentsetup.com, like real estate,
All right.
reagentsetup.com.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
All right, does anybody have any questions about what they're seeing? You only have to answer the questions that are mandatory, that say required. Anything that's not required, like your social media profiles, where it says can be updated later, you can answer no for now.
I stopped video. Okay.
Yes, our market center is 612 when you get to that point, everyone. And remember, when you get towards the bottom of every page, they're going to ask you, are you ready to move to the next section? You have to say yes to unlock more questionnaire. When you get to the point where they ask you about your MyKW username and password, you would have all been sent an email. Every one of you that are already in our system, as soon as you were added into our Keller Williams system, you would have gotten an email from newassociate@kw.com. And that would have given you your username and your password. So if you search your inbox for whatever email address you gave us when you filled out your onboarding paperwork, that's where it would have gone. The only time you wouldn't receive that is if you already worked with Keller Williams in the past, in which case, let me know. You're all a good group. No questions, just working your way through. That's nice. It's real nice. This Zoom is going to close on us in 6 minutes. So if you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, at the end, you'll get to the point where it says, where you can press the send button, and then it should load a different page that says, we received your questionnaire. At that point, you're all done. So just wait for about 2 business days and you'll get an email from the Scott Leroy's team that says Keller Cloud setup complete - Jill McAndrews, for instance. So if you already got to that point, you can say goodbye to me and we'll talk again.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jill. Appreciate it.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good one.
No problem. You too.
Thank you, Donna.
No doubt. Sean?
I think my Keller Williams thing is giving me trouble. It says that my password doesn't work.
You don't have to log in.
Oh, okay.
You just have to provide your information.
Okay.
Yeah, once you get to the access information part, it should just ask for your MyKW username and password, and then you're going to want to put that information down.
Okay. Let's see.
Which part are you at, Sean?
I filled it out, but it says that I think I'm missing something.
So if you scroll up or down, you should see what you're missing.
Ah, okay, wait. Okay, I think it went through now.
Good man. So
Yeah, right.
yeah, I know you're going to connect with Jen and everything, right?
She just emailed me just before this meeting.
Excellent. Okay.
So I gotta look at it.
Definitely. Much success to you, Sean. We'll continue to connect.
Okay, thanks, Adonis. I appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good day, all right?
All right, have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.